For the sake of the advocate, Mr. Omondi, who rose on his feet to speak about his client, Professor Wajackhoya, just to remind him that we do not have a petition under Article 140 challenging the election of the president-elect. We also do not have an application seeking to join the proceedings. You have heard the directions given that we have closed the proceedings. In any event, we have also made an elaborate ruling where a similar candidate, the Honorable Mwaure, was seeking to join the case as an interested party, and that application was declined because we do not allow interested parties under our rules. Therefore, the lawyer, the advocate, unfortunately, you can't make an oral application at this late stage. Pleadings have closed, and we have to deal with the parties that we joined this morning in the consolidated appeal. With that, Learned Counsel.
Please, with your very, very kind permission, bring one issue to the attention of the court. We are working very hard to comply with your order for scrutiny. We know that in 2017, the court was not happy with the pace at which the commission worked. But two little issues remain for clarification so that we may expedite. Can my learned junior please do that?
Scrutiny is an ongoing exercise from this afternoon up to Thursday, so that is okay, Counsel.
Thank you very much, my lady, the President of the Court, the members of the Court. We had occasion this afternoon after the Court broke to compare notes with the Registrar in terms of how the orders on scrutiny will be complied with. And a few issues arose, which we agreed that I will present before you for your further guidance. In relation to the second order that the Court gave, that is the order in relation to access to the servers, we would wish to get a clarification from the Court as to whether that order is to be taken to mean a read-only access. That is for the obvious reasons that might come with the order that goes beyond a read-only access. In relation to order number 5, the Court did direct that we avail ballot boxes in relation to a number of polling stations. Now, reading through the polling stations that have been identified, some of them are actually polling centers as opposed to polling stations. So we wanted to get a clarification as to whether where you indicate a name that refers to a polling center, then it, as of necessity, also means that we are talking about ballot boxes from the center and not from the polling station. In relation to order number 7, that is touching on the Form 32As, these forms, my lady and my lord, is supposed to be kept in the ballot boxes after close of polling in the respective stations. It then follows that if we are to avail them, then we may need a further order that we can open those boxes and avail the specific Form 32As. We wanted that clarification. Finally, as part of compliance with the very strict timelines that the Court has given, relation to the scrutiny, we did write to the registrar of the court so that following that order number 7, the part that says that the IBC should provide certified copies of Form 32A and 34C Book 2 used in the impugned elections, subject to the applicants providing to the IBC specific contested polling stations for compliance thereof. We did write to the registrar this afternoon when we left court, and we requested that the applicants then avail those contested polling stations, possibly by close of business today, to enable us comply. But for the comfort of the court, I would want to just echo what my learned senior counsel, Githu Muigai, did indicate. We have commenced the process of compliance, particularly with the ICT component. I'm most obliged.
With your kind permission, my ladies and my lords, the application was my application.
My lady, sorry for that. I've just been reminded by my learned senior counsel lead, Professor Githu Muigai, that again, in relation to the question of representation, we do not want to reopen it. But when you gave the order in relation to the specific commissioners, you mentioned Professor Gulier, you mentioned Commissioner Molu. Their counsel are not in court today. For clarity, we wanted to just mention that they will have their counsel, subject to your directions, appear in court tomorrow. One for each, as indicated in the order. I'm most obliged.
My Lady Chief Justice, the Supreme Court judges, my name is Professor Wajackhoya, a presidential candidate.
Professor Wajackhoya, please, we have an issue on the floor. Would you wait until we address these issues? Then we can come back to you, please.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, Your Honor.